The time skip has passed, and Boruto trained, but he trained so much that he didn't know when to stop. He mastered jutsus that only ninja legends had mastered, and created jutsus that broke all the concepts we knew in the series. If you thought Boruto was dope before, now he is possibly the most powerful being we know and have seen fight, to the point of defeating an Otsutsuki with just one punch. Not only that, but there are hints that he has a nostalgic transformation that everyone loves. Look, there are two types of people capable of defeating an Otsutsuki: the Otsutsuki themselves, their descendants, or Boruto. Boruto is basically an Otsutsuki ninja, since now he is a complete Otsutsuki, even though it may not seem like it, but his DNA is that of a descendant of Kaguya. Boruto's 3-year training was very intense, and to show how brilliant he is, in just 1 year, Sasuke said that he had nothing more to teach the boy, that he needed to perfect himself on his own. After Sasuke was sealed, Boruto probably focused on perfecting everything he learned and creating new techniques. In addition, he likely trained a bit with Kashin Koji, who is a natural strategist and has a lot to teach Boruto. It's no wonder that after spending time with 2 strategy masters, Boruto can enter and leave Konoha, fight, and escape with ease. This is stealth that he learned from Kashin Koji. In a short time in the manga, we see Boruto defeat Code, Mitsuki, and Kawaki without breaking a sweat, not to mention the many Jubis who didn't even touch him. That's why I decided to list the new powers Boruto has shown, everything he learned in these 3 years and has showed us, which brought him to this absurd level of power. Jutsus and powers that only legends have achieved, and others that only the Otsutsuki have managed. Swords. Kenjutsu. The first ability Boruto showed after the time skip was the use of swords. We already knew that from the future scene that he would learn Kenjutsu from Sasuke, but now we have confirmation. During these brief confrontations, Boruto defeated several dirty claws using only his sword. It is important to mention that Boruto's speed with his ability is incredible, as he cut down multiple enemies in less than a second, and then sheathed his sword again. Sasuke trained Boruto for a year, and taught him to use swords in combat. Considering Sasuke is an expert in this field, it explains why Boruto is so skilled with swords. In my opinion, he has already surpassed Sasuke in this aspect, because Boruto is very fast with the sword, and can defeat multiple enemies in seconds, as if they were nothing. Even against Mitsuki, the swords were important as he cut through the clones and snakes sent by Mitsuki. Rasengan Uzuhiko. Another power Boruto displayed was a new Rasengan, called Rasengan Uzuhiko. Boruto used this jutsu to defeat Code during their confrontation. Code literally couldn't stay on his feet, thanks to the effects of Uzuhiko, which causes full body pain and a strong sense of disorientation until death. This new Rasengan uses the rotational chakra of the planet to create a jutsu connected with the earth, so the victim receives the full force of the planet's rotation throughout their body. The Earth's force is obviously too strong for anyone to endure, so this new Rasengan gradually kills the victim. This Rasengan is very different from the others because it surrounds Boruto's body. On the first contact with someone, the Earth's rotating chakra connects with his opponent, and the effects of Uzuhiko begin. As long as the planet rotates, the deadly effects of this Rasengan don't stop unless Boruto himself decides to deactivate the technique. It is undoubtedly a cheat code, where Boruto leaves any opponent powerless. And without a doubt, where the Uzuhiko came from, there are a bunch of more things. I believe Boruto created more jutsus besides the Rasengan. Think about it. He learned everything in 1 year. He had 2 years to create jutsus. Of course, just the Uzuhiko is already impressive, but he needs a greater variety. Haraishin no Jutsu. The most amazing jutsu Boruto learned during the time skip was Minato's Haraishin no Jutsu. Everyone was caught by surprise seeing Boruto using Haraishin, and let's be honest, it was sensational. Boruto used the Flying Thunder God Jutsu to go to Code's dimension, where the Jubi was located, leaving Kawaki completely surprised by this teleportation. In that same chapter, Boruto used Haraishin to escape an attack from the new villain and to flee from the dimension of the new villains to his hideout with Sasuke and Kashin Koji. Boruto still doesn't fully master this jutsu, as he himself stated, saying that he is not as skilled as Minato. But the fact that Boruto can teleport to another dimension indicates that he will be an excellent user of the technique. It is interesting to note that Boruto's Hiraishin mark is the symbol of Konoha, which was with his toad. Additionally, we now know that he arrived in Konoha with this jutsu. Later, we see him use Hiraishin several more times. Lightning Style Jutsu. In addition to the powers above, Boruto also showed that he has greatly improved his lightning style jutsus. In the past, Boruto trained the hand signs related to lightning style and managed to create a jutsu called Thunderclap Arrow, which has great destructive power. But now Boruto has shown a new technique. This jutsu is a lightning release that serves to push away enemies with a powerful burst of lightning, strong enough to defeat weaker enemies or for distraction. Boruto used this new power to push away one of the new villains created by the Gyubi. This lightning style jutsu can become even stronger if Boruto uses karma. Moreover, we still don't know if he has new lightning style powers, beyond just this one. A possible jutsu could be Sasuke's Chidori. After all, Boruto spent a year training with Sasuke, and could have mastered several different techniques. Summoning Jutsu. This new power of Boruto certainly caught everyone by surprise. He already knew how to use the summoning jutsu to summon snakes like Garaga, but in the latest chapters of the manga it was revealed that Boruto always has a toad from Kashin Koji with him, which maintains contact and provides support for teleportation and assistance in battle. He was seen with a toad in his clothes that kept talking to him, giving him important instructions and information. This same toad can be used by Kashin Koji to stay in contact with Boruto, as revealed in the last chapter. We don't know if Boruto can summon toads, but considering his interaction with Kashin Koji, it's reasonable to imagine. In the future, Boruto will probably summon larger toads to help him fight or escape at strategic moments, just as Kashin Koji did in the past by using toads to escape from Ashiki with reverse summoning. We still don't have confirmation if Boruto can summon toads from Mount Myoboku, like Fukasaka and Shima, or even toads with specific powers, but the likely answer is yes. Or at the very least, I hope so. And if Boruto can perform more complex jutsus, then summoning toads would be a piece of cake for him. Toad Sage Mode. Now that we know Boruto has spent 2 years training with Kashin Koji and mastered the summoning jutsu for toads, a great suggestion is that he also learned Toad Sage Mode. This wouldn't be far-fetched, as Kashin Koji has mastered Perfect Sage Mode and can enter this transformation instantly. Therefore, he is the perfect ninja to teach Boruto this classic transformation that lost prominence in recent manga times. Using Sage Mode, Boruto would have a significant advantage in battle as he wouldn't rely on the powers of karma and Momoshiki. He would have a transformation that would increase all his physical attributes, such as strength and endurance. Additionally, his chakra would become even more powerful with natural energy, which would increase the power level of all his jutsus, such as Rasengan Uzuhiko and Hiraishin no Jutsu, since Boruto could create stronger combo attacks. And if you think about it, Boruto trained for a year with Sasuke and learned everything. Don't you think he looked at Kashin Koji in those 2 years and said, "Hey old man, what's up with these toads? Can you teach me?" Of course guys, he is the son of Naruto and the grandson of Minato, and he's hanging out with Kashin Koji, a clone of Jiraiya. At the very least, he should be curious about toads. So it would have been no better time to learn about Sage Mode. Flight. Many people didn't notice, but in the first chapter of 2 Blue Vortex, Konoha's sensory team stated that they had seen Boruto flying in the village. This means Boruto arrived flying using his new powers, just like how Kawaki can now naturally fly. It was only after this that he used the Hiraishin to step on Code's face. Not only that, but he also used flight several times in more critical situations, such as when he knew Mitsuki was coming after him, or to escape when karma got out of control. This ability to fly has been very useful for Boruto. And now it's your turn to awaken the greatest power of all, the power to receive new videos from the channel. To gain this power, just subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, please take the opportunity to watch the other 2 that are on the screen. And I'll see you in the next video.